Hi everybody, welcome to Reader's Workshop today. To get started today, I want to tell you a quick story. And as I'm telling you the story, I want you to be really listening for important details. A little more than a year ago in the spring, it was Saturday morning, and I was busy making breakfast at the stove. My daughters were keeping themselves busy around the house, playing, watching TV, the usual Saturday morning activities. And after noticing that the light had been on in the bathroom for quite some time, I gave a gentle knock on the door to see if somebody was in there. My middle daughter, Ruby, responded, "I'm in here," in a quiet voice. "Oh, okay. Is everything all right?" I asked. After way too long, she quietly said, "Yeah." See, Ruby's the kind of kid that likes to figure things out herself. So I didn't push any farther, but I had a sneaky suspicion something wasn't quite right in there. So I kept a careful eye out, and when the bathroom door finally opened, I became a very careful observer. I noticed her head was tilted downward to the left, and her hair had been pushed way over to the side. I knew immediately something was up. And so did my other daughter, Gabby. She immediately said, "What's up with your hair?" Well, that's all it took. And Ruby immediately began sobbing, confessing that she had cut her own hair because she thought she wanted bangs to look like her favorite TV show star. Now, you may be wondering why I'm telling you this story. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I am often very alert to my daughter's actions. You see, these details give me clues about their feelings and their emotions and if their mood might be changing, which, by the way, is a lot. When Ruby came out of the bathroom with her head down and her hair combed over to the side, I knew something was up. This leads us to our learning target today. You want to be really alert too. You don't want to miss the teeny details that sometimes can show changes in our character's feelings, emotions, or mood. We're going to try this with Year of the Dog. Now, in the Year of the Dog, Pacey does something at the dinner table when she's eating dinner at Melody's house. It says, "I just kept pushing the rice from one side of my plate to the other." Now, this may seem like an insignificant detail, but what she's doing is she's sending us a signal. And we have to infer that she really doesn't like Melody's mother's food. Now, she doesn't speak out and say, "This food tastes terrible." So what does this tell you about Pacey? It tells you a lot of things. One, the most obvious, she doesn't like Melody's mother's cooking, but also that she's trying to be polite about it. But then Melody's mother looked at Pacey, worried. "I hope eating all those vitamins didn't make you sick." Well, this is another tiny piece of information, and we don't want to just speed past it. See, Melody's mother's kind of clueless here. She has no idea that Pacey just is not into her food. So what does this tell you about Melody's mother? Perhaps she's overreacting. Perhaps she just doesn't understand that Pacey isn't used to that kind of cooking. Let's try this one more time. This time we're going to peek ahead into the book a few chapters. See, in this part of the book, Pacey is driving to her relative's house for the baby Albert's red egg party. On the way there, her sisters are sleeping, but Pacey is wide awake. And it says, "I steamed up the window with my breath and drew a dog with my finger. I tried to think about what I wanted to be when I grew up, but nothing came to mind." Now I want you to try this kind of thinking on your own. We could just speed past this detail, but powerful readers, they know that authors do not put details in books to be fillers or to be decoration, that these details hold significance. So pause the video, and I want you to discuss, what does this tell us about Pacey? So now it's your turn. You're going to open your books and either read onward or go back to a part that you've already read. And as you're either reading onward or rereading, you're going to stay extra alert to details that signal your character's feelings or emotions changing. When you notice a tiny detail that you realize is significant and it is a signal for you, you're going to jot that down, paying close attention to how the character might be changing. Remember, keep the mental movie going in your mind and be ready to share at the end of the workshop. Be that careful noticer and jot down how your character might be changing. Enjoy your reading today.